Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. During the last part, I covered 4 bonus levels that were part of the Mega Man Creation collab project. So in this part, I'll be covering at least 4 or 5 more viewer-submitted levels, starting up with this one. Pharaoh Man's Tomb by QueenMonika, with 10 plays and a score of 1. As always, if you want one of her levels to be featured in a future part like this one, please leave both the level name and level ID either in the comment section below or direct message me on Twitter. Also, as always, the full disclaimer of this entire LP series is linked in the description below. Also in the description are the timestamps for all the levels I cover in these parts, so if you want to check if her level is covered, expand the description. This stage is going to be at least 50 to 60 screens long, judging by the loading times. And I started with just the Mega Buster. I'll be unlocking a full arsenal of special weapons along the way. Snakes near quicksand. These can be a bit of a problem to deal with. So far, so good. I'm just gonna skip past this mini boss battle. I can either get the Firestorm or the Flame Blast. And now I'm stuck because I need to go forwards faster. Let's try this again. But now there aren't any force beam generators to the left, and now suddenly it spawned in. That was strange. I chose wisely this time. I'd rather take an E-Tank over those large pickups down there. Not only that, it allows me to skip the lower segment. And get killed anyway because I got moved on to the other platform. I'm back over here. I died 3 times off screen, all due to engine issues, with micro stutters and button inputs not being registered properly. It really makes the bottom segment a lot easier. Now we have even more split pathways, depending on what special weapon I take. I trust the Pookers over the Shadow Man platforms, although it is a bit slower. They all lead to the same path. This time I'll take the upper route. And hope I don't die this time by falling off the platform. For some reason I was sticking on the platform this time. There's a Shiki up over there, but I don't really need it. After all, there's a Shiki down over here. The upper route is safer and easier, and quicker too. I'll take the lower route. That looks safer than the upper route. I'd rather not deal with all those gyries and low-lying spikes, not to mention the blackout blocks. What did I pick up over there? Oh, I lost access to a certain special weapon. That's what happened. Oh, never mind, I actually collected another key. And this leads back over here. So if I picked up the Flame Blast earlier, I would have been able to skip that segment. Same over here if I use the Firestorm. But I want to show this route first. This time I'll take the lower route. Actually, let me take the upper route because I want that E-Tank. Can I get up over there though? No, I can't reach it. Firestorm just destroys all those enemies. Here's the other shortcut that I didn't use. There's my other shortcut up over there, but I won't take it. I'd rather show the stage in its entirety. I'll go for it. I do like how each of these separate routes has their own gimmicks. 2 bosses this time. Once again, trivialized by using the Firestorm. Here's the other shortcut I skipped. So if you have the correct special weapons, you can skip entire segments of this stage, but then you're losing out on extra keys, and some of the better special weapons near the end, like the Ice Slasher. I'll take the lower route with all the fire. The upper route was a bit more difficult, but it also granted me access to an E-Tank if I was faster. How long further does this stage go for? As some of the level structures feel a bit familiar, just with some moving around of assets. Hopefully this stage is not a maze, and I'm just going through the same segments over and over. That'd be a bit embarrassing. That's new. So this isn't a maze. I hope we're nearing the end soon. This is a rather long level. For instance, I wish the tileset was changed up a bit, so there's a better indicator of my progress going through this tomb. I think we're essentially climbing up a pyramid. We started out near the bottom, and we're getting nearer and nearer the top. The air shooter is probably Pharoah's weakness, because it's locked behind 3 key doors. If you use all the shortcuts, the stage time will probably be slashed in half. That looks awfully suspicious. I want to take a look. I knew it, an E-Tank and full respawner of everything. I believe behind these boss doors is the boss battle. Yep, here's Pharoah. Yep, his weakness is the air shooter, as expected. Overall, this was an okay level. Though it started to drag out for a while near the end. I wish there was a better indicator of how far we are from the end of this pyramid. Second level on the lineup is Pick Your Poison 2 by BeetlesScarb214 with 21 plays and a score of 0. Let's see how the second iteration improves upon the first. Already I can see an improvement with the addition of the weapon capsules, which sadly did not exist during the time of submission of the first iteration. Ah, that's neat. We start out with the magnet beam, which we are required to use here in order to collect the E-tank. And I'm liking the foreground and background tile sets a lot more. And this is where the two pathways link up with each other. In fact, let me start the stage from the beginning and see that route. Thank you for being cooperative there, Big Eyes. I want the power adapter, so let me go here. It's an optional labyrinth. I believe the pathway forward is to the right. And here's our power adapter. I would try going up there, but I'm too low on health. This is where the two pathways link up with each other. And here we lose access to our two special weapons. That way we can exploit the future segments by using the other special weapons. Do a quick reset to get back at full health, and now move and take the left route. I'll do a quick reset before I hit the next checkpoint so I can try out the other route. Already I can say that this stage is a straight up improvement over the original. There are plenty of places to use their special weapons to their advantage, both using the hard weapon blocks as well as enemy placements. Now let's see the rolling cutter route. Yep, it's already harder. I see a lot more death spikes. Something you can only access by using the power adapter. In fact, this is where the two pathways link up with each other, so that's a shortcut. That leads down to the ring boomerang route. I don't want to use that shortcut, I want to see where this upper route leads to. Next up is either the magnet beam or the oil slider. Actually, I want to start with the magnet missile route, as I want to have access to the oil slider at the end, as I feel that's a better special weapon compared to the magnet missile. Whoops. Let's try it again. And this stage also has a difficulty arc, so it isn't really a cakewalk like the original stage was. I want to go for the jet adapter. I probably need that key for that. That was super easy to get. I thought there'd be some Yoku spikes or telefragging Yoku blocks, but no, very straightforward. Hardest part was jumping over those spikes. And where the two pathways link up with each other, I guess. Shame that I'll lose access to the jet adapter once I pick up the oil slider. It feels that this split pathway is longer than the previous few split pathways. Yep, this is where they link up. Time for the reset. What's this? I see another shortcut. This leads directly to the end of the level. Wow, this route split was very short in comparison with the upper route. But I guess it makes sense, as the upper route has access to the jet adapter, but the lower route doesn't grant you access to any other special weapons or utilities. And me clipping onto the spikes, wonderful. Had I taken the upper route, that'd be a lot more annoying, as getting the key and getting the jet adapter back would take longer. But here it's only about 30 or 45 seconds at most. Now we pick up all the special weapons again. That's nice. So I could go back and get the jet adapter, but I won't. I don't need it for this boss battle. As I said before, this is a straight overall upgrade over the first iteration. The backgrounds and foregrounds are much better, all the level segments are made with better purpose, and the difficulty curve actually exists here and is interesting. In fact, this is currently my favorite level of the episode. I will say that maybe the upper route for the Mighty Missile could be shortened a bit, or make the oil slider route at least a few screens longer, as that felt so much easier. Third level on the lineup is Quest for the Metal Blade by Phantom X0ZX88 with 4 plays and a score of 0. This is going to be a rather short level. In fact, we start out with a boss battle. I need to get the Metal Blade in order to damage Top Man, but in order to do that, I need to get to the left side of the stage alive. Well, thank you for the full restore there. Another Yoshiki. This stage is a lot more generous than I initially thought. And the RNG is rather generous as well. There are no checkpoints in this stage though, so it's an endurance challenge. That's it, Metal Blade and Yoshiki. Time to end this. This was a rather simple and straightforward boss arena. Fourth level on the lineup is Timeman Remixed Bass by Vasco with 40 plays and a score of 13. As this level is rather short, I'll cover the next level submitted by Vasco as well. Well, I expected there to be a wall to the right. Guess not. At least the level design for the stage is completely different from the first 2 levels Vasco sent me. However, the level design is still on the simplistic side. We don't need all these E&M tanks, Vasco. This stage isn't that difficult. Then again, I'd love to go to this stage if I was going through a Wily Challenge run. It'd be amazing for filling up. That's it. Another very straightforward level. A slight improvement over the previous 2 levels sent by Vasco, but still very simple. Fifth up is Springman Mysterious Base, also by Vasco, with 17 plays and a score of 0. I didn't see the spikes over there. I thought that was part of the wall. And I accidentally swapped over to the wrong special weapon over there. That was a spike trap. That sign sort of warned me with the arrow being made out of spikes. Don't go to the right, that's a trap. Well, this day certainly is going for a different feel, and it just ended. Well, I'm dead. Let's try this again. This is a step up in difficulty compared to Vasco's previous stages. The only reason for that are due to the wall blasters, and more enemies during the start of the arena. At least this stage posed some semblance of challenge, though I wish that the spike arrow gimmick was taken a bit further. Maybe mix it up with actual arrows that you have to follow instead of not follow. Sixth and final level of the part is Kaizocalibur Legends Automatic Platform Command by Excalibur Emerald, with 13 plays and a score of 0. The nightmare begins. I did surprisingly well for my first try, but now I'm stuck. Well, now I know what to do, but I'm probably gonna die. Case in point. I already know in advance that I will not be able to complete this stage legitimately, based off of my experiences with the predecessor level. I thought I hit the platform there, guess not. I'll give it 2 more goes, then I'll just swap over to the level editor. I need to be tilted more to the right. In essence, I actually have to fire the wind tornado to the left first, and then move over to the right immediately. Easier said than done. Yeah, swapping over to the level editor, I won't be able to do this. This takes me over here. At least this looks a lot more doable than the previous stage's first screen, which I couldn't accomplish the first jump at all. But here I sort of made it here. This takes me over here where I swap over to using the skull barrier, immediately use it and swap over to Mega Man. With the rush coil, jump up over here. You need to be fast so you don't get insta-get by all the force beams. Get to the count bombs, detonate them. Get through here, and you need to activate this so you don't get killed here either. Do the same over here. Lose access to the charge kick, which you gain somewhere. Now you've access to water wave, go down over here, hit the checkpoint. You have to disignite this before you hit the checkpoint, otherwise you will die. Then use a combination of special abilities to get over here. You gain access to the charge kick again. Ah yes, the wind tornado and something else. Cross the gap using skull barrier. Swap back over to Proto Man. Then use the tornado to get up over here, but be careful and quick swap so you don't activate or break these or hit the spikes. Get down over here, use the skull barrier immediately. Use it again here. Lose access to NATO, swap over to Mega Man, gain access to Protocoil and Flash Stopper, which you are required to use to jump over the gap. You need to stop the blocks over here roughly. Jump across, do the same here. At least they're full weapon respawners so you won't get soft locked. Do the same, this is a soft reset in case you fail it. Or if you want an E-tank. Stop it here, jump over here, here. Nothing's over here. Go over here. Lose access to something. Probably something Proto Man only has access to. Or Mega Man. Charge kick and oil slider, another checkpoint. One thing I really like about this stage and its predecessor is that the abundance of checkpoints in almost every screen. That makes these segments a lot less frustrating to do. Although this and the previous stages are definitely Kaizo levels, on the more difficult side. Protocoil, Mega Man, Skull Barrier once again, Base, Star Crash, so we have to make a double jump here. Go up over here, rush forwards, jump up really high by using a combination of the double jump, Star Crash, and the Wind Tornado here. Climb up, then get the Shadow Blade to blow open this block. Get taken over here, immediately use either the Skull Barrier or double jump. Use NATO to get up over here, go up here, don't destroy these blocks. Get over here, use the NATO or lose access to NATO, swap back over to Mega Man, use Protocoil, wait for the block to spawn in, sneak your way through here, do the same here, then use the charge kick to slide here, detonate these bombs, get the Shadow Blade, blow open this block as quickly as possible. Gain access to Shadow Blade, Water Wave, and Proto Man. And then we face off against Flame Man with this arena. It's a bit modified version of the original stage, maybe it's a bit different, maybe it's the same, but with these springs it isn't too bad. Nevertheless, that was this stage. In a way I feel it's a bit easier than the original version, but it's still really challenging and outside of my skill level. But hey, I got past more of the first screen than I expected. And I recommend this to Kaizo players. Perhaps even Game Fox or the other Kaizo player who completed this stage already. They're really skilled after all. So overall, out of the 6 levels I covered in this episode, my favorite level would definitely be Pick Your Poison 2 by Beetle Scarb 214. So in the next part, I'll be covering several more Veersmith levels. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!